and our realm is a prison.
Is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth.
I call it the room with the door behind it. You never get to that door. We always got through the first door.
The Illuminati real? No, I don't know.
She may be telling the truth.
What in the do you think?
Family, let's roll it up. Let's sit back and let's react. Welcome back to KingRum Reacts. Today we're going to be reacting to some conspiracy theories that make us rethink everything we ever thought. Let's get straight to it.
There are people living inside of the Earth. It's true. New information from NASA states that there is a large ocean beneath the Earth's crust, after scientists detected movement below the surface. Around 500 miles below, a large supply of water has been found stored in a rock named ringwoodite. But it gets even crazier. Scientists say that this rock is so huge that it contains 3 times the amount of water on the Earth's surface. This causes many to believe that there is more down there than we originally thought, possibly even civilizations. While the news of this discovery was over 10 years ago, it was never talked about. Is the government hiding this information from us? What do you think?
There was a former Bush official that worked in the housing department. He came out and disclosed that there's $21 trillion missing in the government. And she said that there is essentially a black budget, which is off the books, to where they built underground civilizations, not only on land, but in the water and around the circumference of America. Now they have massive civilizations, but I do find it funny too that a lot of billionaires are spending billions of dollars for bunkers themselves. Zuckerberg, Bezos, you name it, they all have it. And that's what we know of. So imagine what we don't know, what's off the books, right?
That's a lot of money.
That we pay for. That's taxpayers' money, by the way. And then they already have these types of systems that's across America with the trucking system too. You have truckers showing footage where they drive into a mountain. It opens up and it just goes for miles and miles and miles. And that's just for the trucking industry. So what they don't show you, which they do have a black budget to where they fund many things that's off the books. They have probably a utopia down there when it comes to technology, you name it, that's for them.
CIA has codes to hack the universe. Did you guys know this?
Wait, universe?
Yeah. You know, like how in GTA, like you have the up, down, 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 up. You know, the CIA like has stuff that's like connected to the human body. If you say out loud like a mantra, it can actually heal you.
Oh, that's interesting.
So like I went down the whole rabbit hole. There was a guy who was like, he was having a pain in his like thigh.
Yeah.
So he would go 55515, and he would keep saying that. And he would get healed, right? Now I go to another video. No, trust. Look, I'll show you the list. I'll show you the list. Trust. Another lady, she didn't believe it. She has like a headache. Okay, she says it like as a mantra. Kept saying it. These numbers, codes, and she got healed. So look, if you see, there's other ones. Unexpected money. Look at the numbers you say. Steady long-term income.
5207418.
Money knowledge, manifest dream job, money coincidence, entrepreneurship.
This is by the CIA?
Yeah.
This is weird.
Yeah, they're called grab avoid codes. So if you say this so much, or like you try to manifest it, it comes to you.
Whoa.
Fam, I saw another one. A girl wanted a new car, so she like manifested something like dream. I think it was long-term income or something. Yeah. And then right after she said she wanted a car, her aunt texted her, "Do you want to buy my car? It's getting old."
Oh, no, hell no.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people building bunkers, people who make the top AI programming. Zuckerberg has taken a lot of Hawaii and building underground massive bunkers. And there's people building fucking rocket ships so that they can leave Earth for when that revolt could potentially happen. And there's so much fear, and especially when you talk to this 2 billionaires about this, because they're shooken up. Everyone loves to see a CEO fall, a billionaire's life collapse. Like that's the internet's the constant theme right now. Is like every week there's a new CEO that's like getting brought down because people, they want to see people collapse and be at their level, because a lot of people are suffering and struggling. We all are, but there's a need for that equaling of the playing field. And when you get to CEOs and billionaires, like, people do not give a fuck. Like, they're like, they want them to see them go.
Look at that hot Luigi dude.
Oh yeah. A few people have mentioned the 2027 theory. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah.
It's this kind of same idea where basically we have, when we reach ASI, which is artificial superintelligence, that's around 2027 is kind of the estimate. It could be a year after that. It could be a year before, but that's kind of the ballpark. And once we hit that point, basically humans are, they've already, in a lot of ways, computers have surpassed us, but we're still needed as a necessity. But when we reach ASI, which in maybe your world, maybe it already does exist in some capacity, or who knows. But the idea is when we reach that, we're basically become somewhat useless. So
He's got the login for the beta.
yeah, he's got the beta ASI, and we're going to try to get our hands on it after this. But one thing he brought up, though,
I think what he just said, because to an extent I can believe it. We got 411 whatever. You gotta let them know where you gotta dig at and all that. But let me know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments. Let's get straight to it. Let's got some more to go to.
What color was kindergarten?
Kindergarten?
Yeah, when you was in kindergarten or pre-K, what color was it? Ooh. It was every color.
Yeah, I was gonna say rainbow.
Okay, now when you went to 1st to 2nd grade, what color was it?
I don't know.
It was bland. Yeah. It was that color. Yeah, it was just
like jail.
Exactly. Then when you went to high school, what color was it?
Like jail.
Yeah. Okay, then when you went to work, what color was the wall?
Yeah.
It's waning you off the frequency. When you a kid, you vibrant, you running around, and then the first thing they do is they say, wane them off the frequency. Make the walls tan, make everything tan, make it boring. Sit down, don't move. They just get you right out of spirituality. And then the next time that you do get introduced to a colorful environment, guess where you at? You in a club. If the club was this color, nobody would go. But since it's black and it's universal light, aka from red to purple, it feel like you in a universe. It feel like you in a So this is why people like the club. It's called colorology. Even hunger. Hunger is triggered by the color red, yellow, and orange. What color is Wendy's? What color is what Chick-fil-A, McDonald's? Every highly successful fast food franchise, I guarantee you, if they not all red, orange, and yellow, they have either one of them colors at a high value. So this is people who literally socially engineer the world. What color was kindergarten?
Kindergarten?
Yeah, when you was in kindergarten.
So you guys have to check this video out. Look at this. This is lightning coming through the firmament, which they call them sprites. Look at this. It gets more intense, watch. Look at this. Look. Look at that. Like, have you guys seen this before? Like, look at that. Look. It's like, what is that? Like water? Like bursting through like a wall? Firmament? Or barrier of some sort? Look at this. Look at that. What the heck? Watch. Look at that. God bless. So you guys have to
So for what y'all think, I don't know what to think about this so far. Like this shit is crazy. Thinking like after Antarctica and everything, like, wow, I don't know what the fuck to think. Let me know what y'all think about this. Let me know in the comments.
What I'm here to tell people is that when Project Bluebeam is used, again, it's not going to be by the United States. It's not going to be by national, it's going to be by global government. They're the ones who are going to use this stuff. And it's going to be not just a bunch of pretty holograms. They're going to be using it for religious figures. They're going to have Jesus in the sky, but it's not just going to be holograms. There's going to be voice-to-skull technology. It's also going to be used. They're going to be able to have these figures speak to every human being on the planet. Imagine the impact of that they're going to be able to see the figure and also hear the figure talking to them. You know, it's amazing. I think that is the particular reason why Jesus said in the Bible, my sheep hear my voice and they will recognize my voice. And I think that was an anticipation of when this operation goes forward. And it's going to go forward in conjunction also with the great fake alien invasion. It's going to go forward with that. And who knows, it's going to be also a sweetener. It's going to be, instead of, we're going to have, maybe 10 or 20 UAPs that have incredible destructive capacity against our cities. But then with Project Bluebeam, they can make those appear like 200 or 300 or 400 UAPs. See, that's what they can do. And also these holograms, we call them holograms because that's the word that we know. But they're going to probably have the capacity for noise, for sound, for solidity, temporary solidity as well. But then you can say, well, but then that's not a hologram. Well, yeah, it's probably going to be something that is several steps above a hologram as well. So these are the things that we're facing. And these things are going to be faced all at once. What I'm here to tell people,
we now have video footage of a fire-breathing dragon flying outside of a passenger plane, and this looks pretty legit to me. And before you ask, no, it is not an AI video. I already went and checked. It turns out to be real. And this has been happening a lot more lately, because if you remember, just a few years ago, this photo was taken in China and it was all over the news. And don't forget, just a few hundred years ago during the Tartarian era, in our encyclopedias, dragons were listed as now rare. So that means they were a real species, but they had become less common. Now personally, I think that the flat earth German ice wall map from the 1940s is the hidden key to tell us where these dragons flew off to after we had been killing them in the Middle Ages, making them more rare. I think they went to one of these other continents that were not too far away from our own, and they probably went to a place such as Asgard or Terra Vista, the unexplored regions. I think this map shows probably what is actually out there, the closest out of any of these ice wall maps that we've seen so far. We now have...
You've left the United States of America.
Yes, sir, I have.
Why?
I do not feel safe living in the United
Really?
States.
Do you want to come in and sit down?
No, sir, I'd rather not.
You'd rather just be here so you can make a fast exit if you have
As soon as you and I finish,
You're out
I'm
here.
leaving the country again. Why? Because in a very short time, not today, not tomorrow, but very soon, we'll be facing compulsory vaccination under the mistaken term of voluntary vaccination.
What is it about these vaccinations? You think that they're bad?
Well, first of all, let's start with the fact that the World Health Organization has decided that we have 90% too many people. The World Health Organization has been working since 1974 on vaccines to create permanent sterility.
Doctor, the response is going to be, you're crazy. How can you say this stuff?
They will induce a pandemic. You're going to get the flu. Everybody around us is going to get the flu. Then the United States government, based on their statements that they've already made, will say, oh my, we have a pandemic. What that means is a holocaust, a genocidal holocaust. Men and women will sicken and die, and those who survive will be infertile.
You've left the United
We all know that the Rothschilds are one of the richest families in the world. So there's a woman that came out and said that when she was a child, she survived one of the Rothschilds' hunting parties. You heard what I said? So I jumped down the rabbit hole. And there's a theory that says that the movie Ready or Not isn't just a horror movie. They're saying that this movie is loosely tied to a real-life elite family. And the name that people keep bringing up is the Rothschilds. Now think about the plot. A woman marries into a powerful and wealthy family, and on her wedding night, they force her into a deadly ritual to keep the wealth in the bloodline. Sounds crazy, right? But people are claiming that this concept didn't come out of nowhere. They're saying that this concept is inspired by true stories that happened with the Rothschild family. Allegedly, a woman survived something similar. Then you hear statements, allegedly from people connected to agencies like the CIA, saying the real shock isn't what's hidden. It's realizing who actually run things and understanding there's nothing that we can do about it. They say if these rituals aren't completed, everything collapses. Money disappears, power fades, the empire dies. So every generation, the same rules. So what they're saying is the movie Ready or Not Part 1 and the movie Ready or Not Part 2 is about the Rothschild. And when you start digging into theories around elite families, you keep hearing the same stories. Secret rituals, strict bloodlines, keeping wealth circulated within the same circles, generation after generation. Some even believe that's how certain families built their influences so deep. It reaches into the governments, banks, and global decisions. That ain't something you see. That's something you feel when patterns start lining up. So now think about it differently. Was Ready or Not just a wild horror movie or a symbolic warning about what might exist behind wealth that we don't understand? Pay attention. We all know that
there's cities underground, there's warehouses underground, there's actual homes underground. People build these tunnels and they've built them for decades. There's a lot of elite celebrities. They go down there for parties. Underneath the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, California. I was there for a cock party. We walked through the museum, through the garden area, and employees led us to underground tunnels. We had to take an elevator and stairs. We had to be led. There is no way that you can just walk into a tunnel. The entrances and the exits are in your face, but there's no way that you can just walk through tunnels. You'll get stuck. You'll go deeper and deeper, and you won't be able to come back out because it's hard, because the tunnels run all different directions for miles and miles and miles and miles. So if you go down the wrong one, you'll get stuck, and it's confusing to turn back around and get back to where you're going. So you have to be led in and out.
And he says President Trump is aware of the existence of these aliens and had been on the verge of revealing their secrets, he claims, but was asked not to do so by the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria.
Well, I know I can't tell you who it was and what it was, but I can't really tell you. I'd love to tell you actually, but it's not a big deal.
It's
but,
not something frightening.
No, but I just, so obviously it's something that I know about, and it's not a problem.
And he says President Trump is aware of the existence of these aliens and had been on the verge of revealing their secrets, he claims, but was asked not to do so by the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria.
Well, I know I can't tell you who it was and what it was, but I can't really tell you. I'd love to tell you actually, but it's not a big deal.
So far, this will get weirder and weirder. Again, it's getting weirder and weirder. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let's get straight to it.
They're not telling us the truth. The Rothschild family actually own Antarctica, and this was leaked by a Russian hacker. He leaked several documents from the Pentagon, and it says that no one is allowed to visit Antarctica except if the Rothschild family allowed it, after he leaked that he was never seen again. They're not telling us.
There's this theory that all of the people who are dreaming about mall worlds are also people who were formerly in gifted and talented programs in school. And a lot of weird stuff went on in these programs.
What you mean?
A lot of people remember hearing tests. Headphones were put on our heads and weird little tones were played.
I remember this.
So the hearing test, pink drink, so a little couple pink stuff that we were supposed to drink. A lot of people are like, well, that was just mouthwash, but was it? A lot of kids remember being taken off campus to like weird locations.
I wasn't taken off campus.
That's good. But people will say that Mall World is implanted in the heads of children who were in this GATE program. Because GATE was like a CIA training program, essentially, or a screening program.
Says he was exiled from a land beyond the ice wall, and our realm is a prison. Says he was exiled.
Cat Williams wasn't wrong when he said,
Do you know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is? Is to act like it didn't happen.
So I've had people throw millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And what? Just, you've been off, yeah. Oh, they're in the room.
Yeah. I don't want to. That was my way of cueing you. Like, it's open dialogue.
Yeah, you want me to keep talking about it?
By all means, we can talk about anything. But
don't do it.
Yeah.
No, of course. Offered time. It's a cabal. It's a consortium.
Cat Williams wasn't wrong when he said,
They're all covered with filthy germs, aren't they, Smithers?
Why, what do you mean, sir?
Freemasons run the country! You!
Don't do it.
Thank you.
The darkest conspiracy theories. The Titanic theory. The theory says that the Titanic never hit an iceberg. J.P. Morgan, owner of the Titanic, had two different cruise ships, the Olympic and the Titanic. He knew that the Olympic was old and rusty, so he switched the names and the colors of the ships. The theory argues that he wanted to sink the ship because all of J.P. Morgan's business competitors were on board. None of them survived the trip. Morgan himself cancelled the voyage a few minutes before the journey began. Do you think this theory could be true, or is it just a stupid conspiracy theory? The darkest.
Now, one thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go.
I know we have still not shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully sooner than we might think.
Weren't able
to shatter that highest, hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you. It's got about 18 million cracks in it. It may be hard to see tonight, but we are all standing under a glass ceiling right now.
Steroid Santa Claus kicks and deals. It's a long fly ball going back, and the ball shatters the sky, bringing the ocean itself down into the stadium. Oh, Simpson just broke this dream's reality wide open.
They're all in the club. They're all in the club.
Time we just was never privy to it.
Yeah.
We never had access to
Yeah.
that sort of information.
I call it the room with the door behind it. You never get to that door. We always got through the first door, and we were so excited about being in that room that we never looked at the next door, right? I'm gonna stop right here. We're back. This is still Heart to Heart, and I'm still talking to Jay-Z. There's a moment in time.
Is the Illuminati real?
No, I don't know.
She may be telling the truth.
What in the do you think I am?
The machine is showing deception.
Is the
Sorry for that malfunction back there, but you have reached the end of the reactions. If you like that reaction, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.